This episode is brought to you by John Blake Sales Breakthrough Solutions, helping you to at least double the amount of leads that you get that convert into paying clients.
Welcome to the Master Dealmaker's Secrets podcast. And now, here's sales growth strategist, John Blake.
Welcome to Master Dealmaker Secrets. I'm John Blake. This is episode 164, and today we are going to be talking about, are scripts useful? Do scripts work in a sales type situation? So really keen to get into today's discussion with you. Before we do that, if you have got leads in your pipeline that you've spoken to, that you've made an offer to, that you've presented a quote or a proposal to, and they haven't converted yet, I want you to head over to johnblakeaudio.com. What you will see there, what you will get there, what you can download there, is a 15-minute audio that will walk you word for word through exactly what to do and exactly what to say to convert those outstanding proposals that haven't converted yet. So what you'll get is a 15-minute audio that walks you through the entire strategy. And what you'll also get is my word for word scripts, exactly what to say and exactly what to write in your emails. And most importantly, this is the biggest question I get: how much is too much? How much should I call? When should I call? When should I email? You'll have all of that laid out for you in a step-by-step process over a 90-day period. And I guarantee you, if you put this into practice, you will convert more of those sales that you thought might not have gone, might have gone with someone else, or you might have thought that they weren't interested. You will start to convert more of those people if you use this system. It is over at johnblakeaudio.com. Go grab it, put it into practice, and let me know how you go with it, because I'd love to hear your success story. Okay, so very similar to the last episode, where there's this. In terms of business educators, there's this trend where there are certain people that are trying to get attention. So they will deliberately come out with controversial statements that are contrary to the norm to try and get attention. And one of those is that there is a growing number of business educators out there that are saying that scripts don't work. And I'm here to tell you that, with a couple of caveats, that scripts really do work, right? So you can sound scripted, right? You can very, very easily sound scripted. And if you sound scripted, then that is not going to work, right? But if you think about every single movie, your favorite movies that you watch over and over and over again, your favorite TV series that you continue to watch time and time and time again, season after season after season, what are the common denominators? They are scripted, right? So every movie that you ever loved is scripted. What is the difference between a crap movie and a great movie? The difference is that the actor learned the script. The actor internalized the script, and the actor made the script part of his personality. And that's how he became so convincing in that particular role. A lot of people who listen to the podcast want to know what we do over at Master Dealmaker Secrets. And effectively what we do is we work with sales professionals and business owners all over the world who are seeing massive increases in their top line sales revenue. So we help business owners and sales professionals to effectively focus on the three key drivers to growing sales revenue in your business. The first one is controlling the message that you send out into the marketplace so that potential clients see and hear and read what you do as an opportunity as opposed to your competitors. The second thing that we do is we help you to create a direct path to the 20% of your ideal clients that will deliver 80% of the revenue. So everyone knows the 80-20 rule. We help you to develop a direct path to the 20% of the people that are going to give you 80% of your sales revenue in your business. And the third thing that we allow you to do, that we create a process for, is for you to be able to double the amount of leads that you get that convert into paying clients. So if this is of interest, we do have an application-only process to become involved in this particular program. And to get to there, all you need to do is to go to www.johnblakescall.com. So it's JOHNBLAKESCALL.com, and there's a couple of questions to answer there, and then what you'll do is get on a quick conversation with me, and I can find out a little bit more about what you've got going on in your business and see potentially whether what you are doing would be a fit for what we could help you with. And at that point, I can extend an invitation if it's a fit, and you can make the choice to come on board or not. So that's the opportunity. That would be the next step if you're looking at how you can take things to the next level. If you're enjoying what you're hearing on the podcast, if you're getting value from it, I invite you to do that, and I will look forward to talking to you. The website is www.johnblakescall.com. Talk to you soon. So using a script and reading it word for word without internalizing it will make you sound scripted. If you sound scripted, people will be unlikely to buy from you. It is unlikely to work for you. But if you can internalize the script, and that's actually a topic for another podcast, how to actually internalize a script. I've got a particular system for that. Then you will find that it works. And I have used, I create scripts for people every day. So exactly what to say to somebody when you call them, exactly what to write in an email. They are the definition of a script in the dictionary is words in sequence that make sense, right? So people that say, "Oh, I don't need a script, I'm just going to wing it," right? So they are still words in sequence that make sense, but they simply don't work. So there are literally magical passages of words in sequence that make sense, and they work in writing. So why does one headline get a better result than another headline? It's because of the difference in the words that are written in the headline and the impact that they have on more of the readers. So it's the same for a framework for a sales conversation. If you have the right framework, if you ask the right questions with the right tonality in the right sequence, you can start to get a more predictable result. So a couple of examples of this. So there's a guy called Scott Pape over here in Australia, and he's a wealth educator. He's got a brand called the Barefoot Investor. And he has got on his website, he's got a script that you can use to have a conversation with your bank to get a reduction in your interest rate. And he's got thousands of people that have used this script to get a reduction in their interest rate with the bank. If scripts didn't work, then they wouldn't be able to do that. He has another script that you can use if you need to have a conversation with your telecom, your mobile phone carrier. If you get like a ridiculous data bill. So sometimes if you travel overseas and you don't, and data over there is really expensive with the partner carrier, you can come back from overseas with a huge bill, like, sometimes $300, $400, $1,000. And he's got a script that you can use with your mobile phone carrier on how to actually get a reduction or even, all of that bill written off. So these work, right? these are words in sequence that make sense. They are magical passages of words that make sense. They are repeatable, and when you put enough of these repeatable frameworks in place, and when you train people in a way where they can make it sound, where they can internalize that dialogue, and they can bring it to life, just like an actor does in a movie, that's where you start to create these fantastic results. So I've applied this in so many different industries. So in business-to-business sales, I've applied these in retail sales. I've put sales systems in place for some of the biggest brands in business today. So, Oakley, I've put like Cotton On, all sorts of different businesses, and they are all based on asking questions that are phrased in a particular way and asking those questions in a sequence that makes sense. So when people say that scripts don't work, now you know that it's not true. So I hope today that you've got some value out of today's podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you on the next podcast. Cheers.
You've been listening to Master Dealmaker Secrets with John Blake. Subscribe to get more in-depth strategies and maximize your sales process with new episodes every other week. And double your inquiry to sale conversion with the lead flow you already have. Go to johnblakeaudio.com for his exclusive, free, no fluff audio training and companion PDF guide.